Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Victor, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you a few tips I wish I knew when I was just starting up in the web development field. I'm also going to talk about what I would do if I were to look for my first web developer job today. I've been publishing so many videos on my channel about WordPress customization, how to create a WordPress plugin, how to create a WordPress theme, customize themes using child themes and stuff like that. I have videos on how to create React.js apps, Angular apps, PHP and the backend, how to build things from scratch. And recently, some of you guys asked me, like, okay, Victor, so should I just focus on WordPress? Should I just focus on React.js? Should I just focus on PHP in the backend? And I decided to make a video to explain a little bit, like to make it clear. At least I will try to, so if I were to start my career now, this year, for example, I would, first of all, I would ask myself, like, what do I really like? If I were a beginner web developer, what do I really like to do? Like, do I like more front end? Do I like more back end? And then I would do some research on because like there's a front end developer who can work in Angular, who can work just in React.js, who can work just building stuff, just templates and things like that. So you should figure out what you really like. Do some research. You look at all these industries. Okay, there's the front end developer. What does he need to know? There's the web development position field. What does a web developer need to know? What does a backend need to know? And then I will just pick it. If you pick it for money and for pleasure, if you get to, because there are certain fields that pay more and then there are certain fields that pay less. So you have to think about it and just pick your niche and try to become good at just one industry. Like I would try to focus myself into just one industry and become one of the best developers out there. It's a lot better to become an expert in. Sorry about that, guys. To become a developer in, for example, a front end developer, but to be a good one, an expert, than to know so many things from so many other paths and never become an expert in one of these industries. So this is one of the things I wish I knew when I was just starting up, because at the beginning I was so scattered and I was trying to learn a little bit of everything, back end, front end, blah 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 blah, and this took time. I mean, it's time, it takes time. Okay, let's say you already picked it. Now, what I would do if I would look for my first developer job, I would probably, guys, do my best to find a job in a big company, right? If a job is what I want, is what I'm looking for, then I would be looking for a big company, not small companies. I don't recommend small companies. I probably did the mistake that I've been working for a small company because I didn't have a you can't develop yourself as much as you would be able to develop yourself in a corporation, in a big company. You become junior developer, you become senior developer, you become a project manager, you become, and just there's certain steps. When the company is small, it's risky. It's very risky to find a job and to spend your time in a small company. It's very risky. I don't recommend it to anybody. Maybe for a few years only, maybe for just like 2 years, because that's just to get an experience. But still, I would still push myself and do my best to find a job in a big company where I can develop myself. They have a lot of employees. It is serious, and so definitely this is one of the things I would be focusing on. How would I find a job? So, for example, you're just starting up and you're learning programming, right? I would build as many projects as possible on the side. Just make sure you have your LinkedIn account. My LinkedIn account is like my resume, which is online. I like this network. It's a very good network. So I would build projects on the side on my own for like my things. I learned something, how to do something in Node.js. Okay, I built an app and I have it live somewhere. I have my website. On my website, I put my skills, I put my portfolio, and I have, like, for example, you can have a subdomain for each of your project that you build, while learning. Just have them in subdomain, put them on your website. Whenever you apply for a job, just add it to your resume. Try to find some projects. Try to build a live website for a company, at least for free. I was building for free when I was just starting up. Really, like that's how I found my job. I built a website for a guy, and that guy recommended me to another guy, which, I mean, it was a friend of mine. So I built an app for a friend of mine, like a website. He had to log in and to do certain things, like a small database, in PHP, just for him, so he can access it from his phone. He was like a cab driver, and he needed to have all his clients and just take care of his stuff. So I built it for free. I was looking for a job, and I built this app for him for free, because I also had fun, and I knew, like, investing in something, to at least do something so people know that I'm doing something, And this friend of mine, his girlfriend, found a post about a web development job, and she sent me that link to me, and I applied for that job, and I got the job. That's how it happened, and I would say build live. And when I went to the interview, I showed them what I built before. I had this website, I had my friend's app, I had these other websites for free. I built to all my friends' websites for free, really. Like, they were free and they were up there live, and they were working. So I had something to show. If not, I had on the subdomain some of the projects that weren't live, like something that I learned by myself, and just put them up there. So yes, guys, let me know if there's anything else you would like me to talk about. Just let me know in the comment. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.